When a week ago today, Mr. Speaker, I asked the House to fix this afternoon as the occasion for a statement.
Last night, I had a dream. When I got to Africa, I had one hell of a rumble. I had to beat Tarzan's behind first for claiming to be the king in the jungle.
We are concerned here with an act of humanity, with the maintaining of cultural values, and not least with a measure of considerable political importance.
You should not say he's an animal. Should not say he's Jacko. I'm not a Jacko. I'm Jackson. I have a heart and I have feelings. I feel that when you do that to me. It's not nice.
एक हाथ से तो ताली नहीं बन सकती है. मुझको सब हाथ मिले तब बड़ी ताली में बजा सकता हूँ और तब मैं सारी दुनिया को हंसा सकता हूँ.
Sometimes, the work is so, you try to be true, and you feel sometimes it's on the verge of a kind of craziness.
This great nation will endure as it has endured, will revive and will prosper. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
I mean, it might sound too philosophical, but it's unacting, acting, or acting, unacting.
You've lost me.
I have, right? So what I'm saying, actually, you see, it's a combination of both.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
With a bunch of men in a big place away out yonder, and while I was there, well, these men kind of guessed, you might say.
Electric power is everywhere present in unlimited quantities. It can drive the world's machinery without the need of coal, oil, gas, or any other fuel.
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
Товарищ, разрешите выразить благодарность от имени нашего съезда всем братским партиям и группам, представители которых почтили наш съезд своим присутствием.
Tive uma vida muito boa, mas tudo isso que eu consegui foi através de dedicação, perseverança e muito desejo de atingir os meus objetivos.
Yeah, Jamaican people play it. Yeah, it's like a musician from Jamaica play that music, And like a musician from, you might find a black musician from America play the funk or blues,
I am proud to come to this city as the guest of your distinguished mayor, who has symbolized throughout the world the fighting spirit of West Berlin.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white.
Sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does.
They use the ghetto for their pain, for their sorrow, for their culture, for their music, for their happiness, for their movies, to talk about boys in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be I don't want to be 50 years old at a BET We Shall Overcome Achievement Award.
La défaite française a été causée par la force mécanique, aérienne et terrestre de l'ennemi. L'action foudroyante de cette force mécanique a amené l'effondrement du moral, du commandement et du gouvernement.
Always keep going. There's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready.
As I understand my function, it is to give some sense of what the greenhouse effect is, to try to say something about greenhouse effect on other planets.
Are you very, very rich?
Oh, I'm extremely rich.
Do you like being rich?
Of course.
What do you do with your money?
I flaunt it.
What do you do with your money?
I spend it.
On what?
All kinds of things. On furniture, I buy houses. I've got this house in London, which I've had for 4 years. It's like a mini mansion. It's right in the middle of London.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. Tonight I want to talk to you on a subject of deep concern to all Americans and to many people in all parts of the world, the war in Vietnam. I believe that one of the reasons for the deep division about Vietnam is that many Americans have lost confidence in what their government has told them about our policy.
A little boy in the street, he called me Pelé.
What does Pelé mean?
For me, that time was ugly, because I got mad with him. I said, hey, my name is Edson. How you call Pelé? What mean Pelé? Everybody started to laugh.
He knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed, few people cried, most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita.
I was born with the gift to sing, with voice, and that's what I'm going to do. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think my greatest asset is shaking my ass or my tits.
My fellow Americans, this is the 34th time I'll speak to you from the Oval Office, and the last. We've been together 8 years now, and soon it'll be time for me to go. But before I do, I wanted to share some thoughts, some of which I've been saving for a long time.
The character that you usually see is sporadic nature. He's too fantastic for reality. He does many things that the character shouldn't do, and you have to select and constantly reevaluate your images, which you say is what you envision as the character.
Товарищи, рабочая крестьянская революция, о необходимости которой все время говорили большевики, совершилась!
I, for one, am frankly a little tired of all of the talk about editorials, quote, what's wrong with Hollywood, unquote. I'm sick about hearing of runaway productions and costs and the star system and how we need government subsidies.
It is fashionable for some commentators to speak of the two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, as though they were somehow of equal worth and equal significance. Mr. Speaker, that is a travesty.
Los americanos me daban un premio y me daban un premio en Cuba. Dije, americanos, quédense con el premio, yo voy a recibirlo a Cuba.
There was a time when the newspaper said that only 12 men understood the theory of relativity. I don't believe there ever was such a time. There might have been a time when only one man.
I'd like to do a song that, or a piece of music that's just a pure expression of joy.
De todas formas, trataré. Ya no es un gobierno de fuerza, de monopolios norteamericanos, si en vez de ser nosotros leales a nuestro pueblo.
People call these things imperfections, but they're not. Oh, that's the good stuff. And then we get to choose who we let into our weird little worlds.
bugün Cumhuriyetimizin 10. yılını doldurdu. En büyük bayramdır. Kutlu olsun.
And a whole lot of other musicians and artists that are out there today, you know, they hear all these compliments, they say, wow, it must have been really great. So they get fat and satisfied and they get lost and they forget about the actual talent that they have and they start living into another world, you know. It's like money is getting to be out of hand now, you know.
Очевидно, например, что сила и угроза силой не могут более и не должны быть инструментами внешней политики.
The thing I would say is, when you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money.
Look, she was quite, you know, she was worried, and she honestly didn't really want me to go, but she knew that she'd either become an enemy or a supporter, and she instead just supported me and said, good luck, kid.
To describe the hell of trying to stay alive under such conditions, strung out on amphetamines and barbiturates. You see, it's a vicious cycle. The amphetamines to get me up, the barbiturates to bring me down.
Why are you not a Christian?
Because I see no evidence whatever for any of the Christian dogmas. I've examined all the stock arguments in favor of the existence of God, and none of them seem to me to be logically valid.
Jazz was the first music that I really ever loved, you know. So I don't know, it was the first music that I ever really connected to and could get a lot from. Jazz taught me how to sing, you know. It wasn't in school or whatever, it was just listening to my favourite singers, you know.
Vedere dopo 10 anni tutto il popolo attorno a Gesù e vedere soprattutto un fatto nuovo nella storia dell'umanità, il popolo italiano che è il protagonista della sua storia.
That we've got one last chance as white people to straighten things around in this country. And if we don't do it soon, and if we don't do it massively, then it's going to be Armageddon, it's going to be guns, it's going to be thousands of people killed, it will be internment camps. We will have reduced ourselves as a nation and our stature as a people importantly.
Ôi đồng bào cả nước, tất cả mọi người đều sinh ra có quyền bình đẳng, tạo hóa cho họ những quyền không ai có thể xâm phạm được.
I think everything that I've written comes generally from the heart, although the process of putting it together is often more of a cerebral effort. I think I often play around with different concepts and ways of putting songs together or putting shows together.
I have only 2 arms, but the strength comes because what I represent to my people, if they like it or not. You can't keep on the way you were doing because the old way was a little exaggerated.
Do you think our inflation in the Western world is our own fault?
Not mine, anyway.
U planinama i gudovama oko nas vodile ste se rame uz rame i ginuli sinovi i kćeri svih naših naroda i narodnosti. Vidite, to je interesantno.
I would like to read to you something very, very important, and it moves me deeply to have this privilege. The preamble to the Convention on the Rights of the Child. Every child.
Saksikan kami daripada Republik Indonesia. Kami hormati apa yang kami tanda tangani. Kami hormati Manila Agreement. Kami akan jalankan Manila Agreement.
Well, there was a man around here in the spring of '49 named Jim Smiley, and he was the most worst man you ever saw about betting on it.
وإنكم من بين القليل من الشعوب والأمم التي تحتفل بهذه المناسبة دون أن تعاني من ذكرى أي يوم من أيام جيشها يرتبط بحالة هزيمة أو بموقف ضعيف يجعلكم تقولون ليته لم يكن.
Yeah, you can't buy happiness. I mean, that made me happy for a little while. But, I mean, I was just probably almost as happy with, you know, I don't know, I look back on going to secondhand stores and stuff like that and finding a little treasure like that. And that actually meant more to me because it was more of a stab in the dark in a way, you know.
شو سبب تدمير العراق وغزو العراق وقتل مليون عراقي؟ وخلاص أصدقائنا الأمريكان يجاوبونا على السؤال اللي حاير، لماذا العراق؟ شو سبب؟ بن لادن عراقي؟ ما هو عراقي. اللي ضربوا نيويورك عراقيين؟ ما هم عراقيين. اللي ضربوا البنتاغون عراقيين؟ ما هم عراقيين.
Well, as far as we're concerned, the question's over. About what on your production run? About 1 million. We'll build 1 million cars next year. 1 million cars? Well, that's wonderful. That'll do a lot to pull the country out of the depression. Well, 1 million or better. Can I print that? Yes, sir. You'll pardon me just a moment while I get on the telephone.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Well, it came about when my daughters were very young, and Saturday was always Daddy's Day with the two daughters. So we'd start out and try to go someplace with, you know, different things, and I would take them to the merry-go-round, and I took them different places, and as I'd sit there while they rode the merry-go-round, did all these things, sit on a bench, you know, eating peanuts.
Dear young people of America, what I wish to you, listen to his voice. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Open your hearts, open up your hearts to Christ. The deepest joy there is in life is the joy that comes from God.
I'm sorry that I will not be able to go to Sweden on the orders of my doctor, who says that I'm doing very well after the serious internal injuries that I received in the air crashes, and that he believes that it would be very bad for me to interrupt the regime which I have been maintaining.
That is why abortion is such a great, great evil. In killing the child, in aborting the child, we really, if we remember that we are doing it to Jesus, Jesus said, whatever you do to the least, you did it to me. So the mother herself destroys the presence of Jesus in her heart, thereby destroying the child.
I am not absolutely dissatisfied with it. I think it is a good idea, but the execution would have been better if I had not been under the influence of TB when I wrote it.